another one for y'all to peep. It's called MIKE on the MIC.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of On the Mic with Mike. I am your host, Mike Larkin, and joining me today is sessions wrestler, model, yoga instructor, a woman of all traits, and a woman of all different many endeavors, and just an awesome human being in her own right, Miss Tatiana Steele. Tatiana, it's a pleasure and a privilege. How are you?
Hey, Tatiana. Yeah, but flex. My friend Lora is telling me to flex.
Hey,
So wait. You flex. I can flex. You know, but this is the thing. Everybody wants me to show my muscles. I get that, but people underestimate small people as well. So yeah, maybe I don't have the biceps of Lora Cross, but they're getting there. They're getting stronger. The triceps are getting stronger. But damn it, inside, I've got a lot of power. Don't underestimate me.
Well, first and foremost, hello, Miss Laura Cross. And number two, god dang, man, first and
I love y'all.
But also at the same time as well, I look at it from a stance too, man. I see what you got going on. You're getting the muscles, you're getting the strength, you're getting the size, and the swole is the goal, as they say. So you're looking good, mighty fine, Miss Tatiana Steele.
Doing the best I can every day.
Absolutely. Now, first and foremost, what's amazing about that we get to talk about here is you're doing your thing on all fronts. And I want to talk about this yoga instructor thing first, because first and foremost, yoga, it's very peaceful. You have to, really apply yourself internally and externally. So for you, going towards that yoga realm and being in the yoga instructor, how did that come into fruition for you?
Actually, I was a professional dancer for years. So
Okay.
that's what I did. That was my former life. So I'm a retired ballet dancer and jazz dancer. I also was a Madonna impersonator in Sweden and Finland. And so I've worked in commercial jazz and dance for several years. After I owned a school in Tennessee for a while, a conservatory teaching theater and music and dance, I decided that I needed a little bit healing, went through a divorce, moved to the beach, found some calming water, and found yoga. And that little bit of rage that I have inside of me, I have balanced out with yoga.
I gotta say, first and foremost, being that disciplined human being that you are, you come from a world where you're doing things very disciplined, the art form of dance and doing what you're doing there on that front. So I think, and also you said something that's very imperative and operative here. We all need to have that balance in our lives. So if you can suppress the anger and also have that calm feel, and especially with the beach, my goodness, the flow of the waves and everything, you surround yourself with that environment that really makes you happy.
Right. Life is waves. Yeah.
Beautifully said.
Go out. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think if you look at life in itself as well, I think you can agree with me, Miss Tatiana Still. You also have to look at life like in anything that you do. It's an art form. We're all applying our crafts at the end of the day, right?
Exactly. So yoga gives me the freedom to be creative, where maybe some other things in my life, I don't get to express myself in that way.
I gotta say, it's also very empowering. And like we were talking about from the internal and external beauty standpoint, with women like yourself and Miss Laura Cross and many different women in different aspects and sessions wrestling, you guys get to really apply and showcase that sex appeal while also showcasing your craft and a lot of badassery, because we're going to get into this right here, man. You and Laura Cross. Well, we got to talk about this because, god dang, man, y'all have some amazing photos of head scissors just working together. Tatiana, you got a little camel clutch iron chic style on you, a little dragon sleeper Ultimo Dragon. Like, I've seen those photos. Y'all two have great chemistry, and it really works out for itself from the imagery standpoint.
You haven't seen the other videos, too.
Hey.
Great chemistry, let me tell you.
Well, Laura, if it's anything of your work and anything that we've seen in the past, I wouldn't expect anything less. So I totally understand where you're coming from too. So yes, but no, Tatiana, I think it's great just to see what you're doing on that front as well. Because again, the koala bear challenge, the panty races that y'all are doing on TikTok, I got to say I'm entertained and I love checking out those vids.
Yeah, well, if you don't have fun, you're not going to keep coming back.
That's right.
Right. Exactly. And I mean, from what you guys are doing, and I'm going to say this right now, Tatiana, you take amazing and beautiful imagery, whether it be from paint or just exemplifying that lingerie side of things, everything from an imagery. And I always use, like, look at it from a popular culture standpoint. Like, you look at Bob Ross at the start of the Joy painting, and bada bing, bada boom, we have a masterpiece 30 minutes after that, right? If you could have that eye like Bob Ross has on his canvas, look at you just yourselves are painting that canvas, man. It really showcases in your imagery and the art form.
Thank you. I
The
appreciate
joy
that.
of wrestling.
Mhm.
Wrestling, yes, I like that. Okay, but no, I mean, I think what's also amazing too about it is as well, like from what we get to see with sessions wrestling and from the clientele and everything that goes into it. While I've interviewed women like yourself on the modeling side of things, we get to really encompass and really exude and accentuate one's uniqueness, one's preferences, and it's a joy all around. And we talk about that fun aspect, but my God, who doesn't want beautiful women such as yourselves with a little leg scissor, a little body scissor, what have you? It makes for a great time, and I think that's what we need more in this world, especially everything that's going on in today's climate.
Here,
Yeah.
do it on me.
Ah,
There you go.
go. We're always having fun here. Tell me when.
Pretty solid. No, you're gonna make me tap.
I'm not gonna make her tap here. I don't want to mess up her hair. She just did her hair. See? This is very ladylike going on right now. I'm a very ladylike model, wrestler, yoga teacher,
Ex-ballet professional.
ex-ballet.
Well, I think what's also very imperative about that as well too, and I mean, from looking at what you guys are doing, and I know Laura, you've done a lot of stuff really with Madison Swan and a lot of great people as far as from glam wrestling goes and mud wrestling. I think that also incorporates a lot of stuff too as well from what we see the sex appeal side of things. And I'm going to say right now, who doesn't love a good mud and oil wrestling when it comes to preferences like that? So you include that into it. It's nice to see that spice again because people also focus on the craft, but there's nothing wrong with having that sex appeal, and sometimes that gets overlooked, especially in today's day and age.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. And one size doesn't fit all. So,
Right. And I think from
right.
exactly. And I mean, you look at it from the modeling side of things too. I mean, I'm a man who's really about women who come in all different shapes and sizes. So, I mean, you look at things from plus size modeling, just modeling in general, from the days of the Tyra Bankses and the Naomi Campbells to what we see on the plus side of things with Ashley Graham. We really have that different uniqueness and preference like we see in session wrestling in many different art forms. But from the modeling side of things, we get to really showcase that beauty with a lot of women and that strength and dominance, if you will. So, I mean, we have a lot of great women of all different shapes and sizes killing it. Women, all in all, are killing it nowadays.
Nice. Nice. I feel so empowered.
You should.
You should. And it's one of those things too as well. I think we get to see from you as well, looking at your imagery. And for those folks, if you've not checked out Session Girls with Laura and Tatiana, many of the girls on that website, please, I assure you, definitely check it out, man. You got that flexibility about you, like we talk about yoga. Like I got to say right now, the yoga has helped you not just in that, but mind and spirit. And I could tell from your vibrancy that's really going to continue on with you in life, Miss Tatiana Steele.
So that's the plan.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone who I've introduced her to like loves her. Just falls in love.
Well, it's the mindfulness and the energy too, as well. And I think YouTube, besides we talk about the chemistry as well, OnlyFans is another platform. I know Tatiana, you're on OnlyFans as well. And Laura, I know you're all up in that with the OnlyFans doing your thing. For those who've not checked out Laura, check her out. Check out Tatiana. But god dang, man, OnlyFans has become a platform, whether it be from the coronavirus time and being involved with the pandemic, and really just seeing that boom. It's another avenue of, really communication and interaction with the fans, but also producing some badass and sexy content.
Right, right. Yeah. And I'm having fun. I'm doing what I love and I'm showing what I love. So that's what it's all about. If I wasn't, I'd stop doing it. I'd do something else.
Stand straight. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I also think there's no room in this industry, whether it's modeling, whether it's wrestling, there's room for confidence, but this arrogance, this false sense of arrogance where you stop learning, is not me. It's not where it ever. Yeah, or you'll burn out, and nobody wants somebody that's just arrogant, that's not pushing forward and learning new skills. So I am very grateful to Laura and some of the other mentors that I've been working with, and my sessions that I've been having for practice time so that I can continue to grow and get better.
Absolutely. And you just brought something that's very imperative. You look at it in today's day and age, especially I'm going to say right now, there's a lot of talents nowadays that think that they know everything and whatnot. But what's interesting, and I'm glad that you brought this up, we have to do that. I mean, as someone who I just turned 30 years old, my God, it's one of those things too, where we keep learning. Doesn't matter how old we are, we keep learning. And I think that's very important in today's society because we live in a social media age where everything's at our fingertips, but also at the same time, doesn't matter whether it's online or just in general, we need to keep up and really inspiring each other and empowering each other, but also really stimulating the mind and learning more. And I think a lot of people can take a lot from that because you never stop learning. We all need to, find out different aspects, and it showcases our uniqueness and also adds more layers to us as beings.
Right, right. Are you saying we're like onions?
That's right.
You have to peel us apart.
We can blossom and make more onions if we feel like it.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Put us in the right soil.
I think you should be the yoga teacher.
No, I mean, well, you know what it is too? I'm very, I'm mentally and spiritually into it. Like I really am just, I think that's how I've lived my life because there's a lot of people. I know you can include on this as well. There's a lot of people that are just very, it's that energy, man. You have to have the right energy and just let it flow.
Yeah, energy's good. It's important.
Oh, absolutely. And I think I look at it from a stance too as well with the appreciation, love, and respect that I have for women because we see a lot of badass women. The evolution of women in all different assets of sports. You look at soccer, you look at, boxing, you look at wrestling or what have you. There's so many women that are being more focused on the focal in front. I mean, look at mixed martial arts. It's one of those things too as well where we've always known this about women such as yourself. It's very empowering, it's very beautiful. But god dang, man, in today's society, we're seeing that focal point. And it's a just due. It's an overdone, but it's a much a just due of something that we really need and just a lot of badass women out there, especially Laura being the mentor to you and you being the mentor going forward to Tatiana and Miss Tatiana Steele for many different people.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah. Got a good start. Just where will I be a year from now? It'll be interesting.
Crushing it.
Really?
And maybe my biceps will look like that.
Lifting me over.
Yes.
Over your head.
Pressing. See, I can wiggle I don't know. I try to wiggle. See, life has brought me a lot of hard times and I've had to wiggle myself out of difficult positions. And so this is where the wrestling is just a challenge. If I don't have the strength right now, not yet, I'm working on it. I have the wiggle and the flexibility. So she's teaching me my strengths.
We're gonna get that lift and carry going and get you all of a sudden we're military press, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right. Great.
Yeah. Well, I did that koala challenge the other day at a party with somebody.
Oh, good.
And she was like, I'm not exaggerating. She's, I think, 6'4".
Ooh.
And so I had never done it with somebody.
Amazonian.
Well, yeah, taller. And I had heels on. So
please tell me it was in a bar or something.
No, it was at a beautiful home, but yeah, I didn't break anything. That's what was important.
Absolutely. No, and I think what we also get to see with that koala bear challenge, and I got to say, looking at Laura, your TikTok, and looking you guys be involved, it's really something. I mean, we talk about today's social media and from a stance, but TikTok is always that fun part. I think that's the fun aspect that we need, and especially the panty race. Now, I'm going to ask about this panty race thing. How did this whole thing, like, again, I've seen Laura, you've done the panty race, and Tatiana, you being involved as well. How did the whole panty race challenge come to fruition? Because I got to say, it was awesome.
So I have to credit Mars Fox. MarsFoxx. As you can know what the XXX means. She was, I had my first unicorn experience with her and her partner. And anyways, I was there that weekend and we were just doing TikToks and we were just brainstorming ideas of what we wanted to do. And we were coming up with all sorts of nonsense. And we decided panty race was the most fun that was thrown out. It was like me and her and this girl McGiggles.
That was so much fun.
We were like, panty race, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. And then we did it, we posted it, and it was like 1 million views, and we're like, all right, this is a thing. After we're done shooting, we do a panty race.
Well, and she really didn't tell me much about it. She was like, we're just gonna do a panty race.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking I've been in the performance industry my whole life. I do quick costume changes. I've got this, no problem. And so I was a little, when it started, and then she started to almost win. But
Yeah.
if I recall, I won.
You had a win. Yeah.
I had a win. Yeah.
I
was
wasn't
really
happy about it.
I know.
I've erased it out
That's
of my
the
memory.
competitive side of
It's
me.
gonna get
I
archived
won
soon.
something. I won something with her. Someday it'll be wrestling, but for now, it's the panty race. It's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. It's a win.
Hey, a win is a win is a win is a win.
That-
So, yes, exactly. Now I'm gonna say this too as well, and I mean we talk about like you guys were talking about FetCon, like FetCon, amazing, great way to meet fans and stuff like that. So I got to say first and foremost, everybody that has not checked out FetCon or seen the actual experience, my God, we got a lot of great times and we got a lot of great memories being showcased. But it's great to just see everybody coming together, showcasing their preferences and meeting a lot of amazing people. It's one of those things like FetCon is one of the most amazing cons out there of any of the cons. So FetCon is definitely one that really was popping over the weekend.
Next year, I'm going to
You'll
be
be
there. She's going to tell me all of her stories today
Yes, I
after we
am.
get off of this interview. I
Absolutely.
get to know all of her secrets.
That's right.
And I mean, Laura, I think you can agree as well, not to get too much into about the FetCon stuff, but god dang, man, it's like that experience is just like worthwhile just going to that, right? I mean, I know you've been killing it at the FetCon side of things.
Yeah, definitely. And I got to meet a lot of the people that run like Clipster Sales, like the VP there, and that's cool, you know. Then you get to see their face, and they're like, "Who the hell are you? What's your store number?" And I was like, let me look it up on my Twitter 1 second. Hasn't memorized. I was like, ah, shit. Can we Google?
And we Google. All right. But no, and I think also, and I look at it from a stance too as well. And Tatiana, just going back to your dance background for a second, man. God dang, from the ballet and stuff and the discipline that we mentioned earlier, I think it's great too as well because also when you look at the incorporation, the overall dance and just the overall presentation, one thing I'm really big into is the representation of our presentation, so to speak. So when we visualize, it's one of the things that we get to see art form as itself. So I think coming from that dance background and really showcasing your stuff from that front, everything kind of intertwines. So everything kind of like comes together and coincides. So I mean, footwork is very important in professional wrestling and in ballet. So you have your technique and your craft down. So I mean that's really become like a big thing for you now, learning about professional wrestling and sessions wrestling in a whole, right?
Yeah, you have to enhance what your positive attributes are and kind of hide away or improve slowly or quickly what your weaknesses are. So that's what I'm doing. Trying
Right.
to showcase what I'm good at and trying to work harder on what I'm not. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely. And I got to say, first and foremost, with so many great images out there that we were talking about earlier, god dang, man, Tatiana, you got a beautiful thing with the paint as well. I got to say, there's a nice little shot for those who have not seen Tatiana on Instagram. You got a little paint on you, you got a little cap by
Yes.
captain. You got a lot of great uniqueness there.
Actually, yes, it actually dyed my hair underneath blue
But
for
it's
like
okay now,
2
right?
weeks. You know, I mean, I was teasing that, you know, trying to comb out that blue paint for weeks, but the image was beautiful. So yeah, Rush G Photography took that, and that was really
He's awesome.
that was nice.
He's in Charleston. He does mostly fitness photography. He specializes in it.
Yeah, beautiful fit bodies. Yeah.
Nice. And I'm going to say this right now, and I think a lot of people don't even realize this, but not just with wrestling and anything in life, like the fitness side of things. I'm going to say, we're talking about the internal and external beauty. My goodness gracious, ladies, y'all got that vibe and that fitness and that finesse about you. Don't make no sense, to quote Bruno Mars. But god dang, it's one of those things too as well, like the fitness and the bodybuilding side of thing of it as well. It's great to just see y'all just keep doing what you're doing. And we were talking about really improving the biceps, the triceps, the RCEPs, if you will. But it's one of those things too as well. The fitness side of things goes a long way, and I think a lot of people can be inspired and really just want to get up off that thing, if you will, and really go out there and showcase themselves. Good.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. And no, I think what's also great about it too as well, and I'm gonna say this, I cannot wait to see what the future holds, whether it be OnlyFans, ManyVids, so many great products and many great, sites to really showcase your talent. Everything is at our fingertips. And I think technology for the positive side of things gives us a lot of great content. And I personally, I know a lot of viewers can say this as well, can't wait to see what you do in the future, Tatiana. Laura, I know you're gonna keep doing your thing as well. So I'm really blessed to see a lot of great, amazing ladies just putting out their great content. I can't wait to see what comes forward from you ladies.
Hell yeah.
There's going to be another match between us.
Yeah, we already had our first wrestling match.
Okay, now we're gonna say this as well. So I'm gonna guess a lot of head scissors, a little dragon sleeper action. I'm just a little headlocks, like the traditional, right?
Actually, we did a jiu-jitsu match. So I think it was a rear naked, maybe a triangle choke. I tried not to do joint locks on her.
So the rear naked chokes and the triangle.
Bite her so bad.
Oh,
I wanted to kiss her to distract her or something, but I was trying to just learn the wrestling skills. I didn't want to play too dirty, but
Yeah.
Hey,
we
man.
can do a pro style match sometime though.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, first,
work my way. I'm getting there.
right. Well, rear naked chokes and triangle chokes, two of the greatest submissions of all time, and I look at it from a stance too as well. I get it, you know what I'm saying, and I look at it from one of those things as well. You're learning more with those maneuvers, and rear naked choke, triangle choke really shut you down. So, Laura, no systematic dissection, joint manipulation for old Tatiana over here. We're not going to go with the joint locks, huh?
No, not yet.
No.
Oh my goodness. Immediate tappage, but god dang, man, I'm gonna say this about you ladies. First and foremost, we definitely are gonna do this again. We're gonna keep continuing on. I definitely want to have both of you back on for an overture. Laura, it's always great to pick your brain, and Tatiana, you were on the rise and you were just shiny and you're absolutely glowing. I can't wait to see what happens for you.
Yeah, everybody follow this hot bitch.
You should. Well, Tatiana, the floor is yours. Where can we follow you on Twitter and Instagram?
Whatever works. Whatever works.
Whatever works. Okay. Well, guys, Tatiana Steele 69, Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
And
All right.
talk about your OnlyFans.
My OnlyFans. If he mentioned my OnlyFans, I would love people to follow my OnlyFans. So, yeah, Tatiana Steele. And I think, is that 169?
Tatiana Steele 69
on that too. Yeah.
That's
You
my
don't
favorite.
Yeah,
version.
No, okay, listen. It's my phone security code. I was trying to think of a code that nobody would know the password. So it was always 69, 69, 69, because I just thought nobody would think 69 out of me. I'm a proper lady.
Yeah, this upper middle class.
And now this dirty side, now everything's just 69 all over it. I'm just all about.
Okay. So first it's this prim and proper, the class, if you will, class not ass, but then we got the 69 in front of it, 69, 69. I get it. I understand. I get it,
Beginning of the everything was about balance. Classy, trashy, it all. We got a
hot mess.
Hot mess.
I got to say this right now, but whether it be a hot mess or not, y'all are good hot messes, and y'all really exude and accentuate that sensuality and balance, and y'all are good, great, and good people. So, folks, check Lora Cross out. You're very welcome. Check Lora Cross out. Laura, plug your social medias as well here. You're on the line here. Go ahead. Let us know we can follow you on Twitter and Instagram, Laura Cross.
Okay, sure. My Instagram is at Lora Cross Model. My Twitter is at LCrossModel, and my OnlyFans is at Lora CR0SS. So the second O is a 0, and there's no pay-per-view there. Everything's free. It's like 1,000 freaking videos and pictures.
Follow Cross, follow Tatiana Steele, and check out Laura on TikTok, where you can see said koala bear challenge and said panty race. It's a hell of a time, folks. It's a hell of a time to see great content and beautiful ladies, and I love what I get to do and give people the platform to tell their story. And as I always say before we close this out, beauty, strength, and dominance, the 3 key elements that make women the work of art that they are. And Tatiana Steele and Miss Laura Cross, I include you ladies in those sentiments. Thank you so much.
We're working them.
I see it. I see it.
You saw it? Yay!
Guys, check them out on social medias. We got a lot of beautiful ladies and a lot of great talents here. So for Mike Larkin, for Tatiana Steele, for Laura Cross, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's another one for y'all to peep. It's called MIKE on the MIC.